get started.
What are you going to talk about?
I'm talking about sampling records.
Now they say about the crazy ones.
The most!
Everything to me. This my culture.
Crazy, man.
You're now rocking with the Twin City Tone Podcast.
That's what I'm talking about! Bass.
You know.
I'm the king of my city.
The Twin City Tone Podcast.
I just made a play, nigga, oh my god. This bitch I seen the other day, nigga, oh my god. Southside, East Lake, nigga, that's the squad. Fuck a beat, I was trying to beat the odds.
I'm your host, Twin City Tone. Make sure to follow me at Twin City Tone on all social media. And if you're listening to this and you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Hit that 5-star review. Greatly appreciated. Wiz is my co-host.
Yes,
Wiz,
sir.
let them know where they can
You know
follow
I'm in
you.
the building. You can follow me on social media at BigWiz612. That's BIGWIZ. And our guest,
Southsidecheiff. Yo, where can they follow you, bro?
Follow me everywhere. Southsidecheiff. I spelled Cheiff Cheiff. I failed English, so that's kind of why I spelled like that. But anyway, that's Southsidecheiff on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube,
All that.
LinkedIn, Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal, wherever you, SoundCloud, all of that.
He's
Same
out here.
thing across the board.
You got your Power Rangers.
oh my God.
Yeah. What's
Follow
happening,
him at Red Ranger
I don't
Ralph.
I don't really talk too
For real.
much, but y'all can follow me though on Red Ranger Ralph, man. I'm building my following up now,
Red
man.
Ranger
We're
Ralph.
taking this global.
Yeah. Yeah.
Morphin' time.
All right. So Southsidecheiff, man, I've been hearing the name a lot, so I know you're out here working. You're on the radar, so we want to definitely have you in here, chop it up with you. We like to, get the past, present, and future. So, Wiz said, obviously you're from his hood, South Side.
Yes, sir. I need a round of applause for the South Side one time. Hold up. Shout out to the whole South Side.
Yeah.
Fort Deuce, shout out to the whole West Bank. Shout out to the whole 30s, 20s, 40s, 50s.
All that. All right.
10s, 5s, goddamn it.
All right. So you grew up South Side. How'd you start rapping?
I started rapping in, I'd say middle school when I was going to Sanford. I honestly wasn't the first person rapping out of my little crew, because everybody, this started a little crew.
Yeah.
So I was like supposed to be like a DJ, but I didn't have any equipment. It was just everybody had a name. You this and that.
Yeah.
And then my guy Maurice actually, he one that just showed me how to write. Like, this is a bar. These are 4 bars, 8 bars, 16. You can do 2s and 2s and split it up like that. If you want to make it, you want to have your first bar shorter and have your second one be like a run-on. He just showed me how to break it all down. And once I got it down, we started making songs, and then it just elevated from there.
Okay.
I think it's important to have a mentor or someone that understands the game to put, because the same when I started rhyming, I would just go. My guy was like, listen to a Jay-Z verse. Every Jay-Z verse is 16 bars. That's where you want to fit in between. That's coming from, when we came up. So I started writing my shit and spitting it over Jay-Z verses, and then boom, then I learned how to count bars after that, but that's definitely dope.
All right, yo, do you remember the first song that you wrote, or like the first instrumental that you wrote to?
The first one was probably Bun B, Draped Up and Dripped Out.
Okay.
You got a couple UGK,
That was
big UGK supporters here too, so that's dope.
Dripped Out.
That
That's
was
a nice.
definitely,
That's a nice start.
I know for a fact because it was a funny story. Because initially, it was 3 of us in a group. It was me, Maurice, and this guy named Dre.
Okay.
And we did this group called TAB, Touch Anybody. That was like the whole saying. And the first time we had to go, because his uncle originally, Dre's uncle, they had a studio. And they made you if you wanted to rap in the studio, you had to have your song memorized.
Okay.
Like, you couldn't come in there.
No messing around. You gotta have it down.
Memorized.
Yeah.
You got to say it over and over. You got to do the chorus 3 times and all this technical stuff. So we ended up doing it, and I messed up 5 times. And I was just in the studio, just looking like, oh man. And these uncles, we was in middle school.
Were you
so
nervous?
Obviously,
it's your first time in the studio.
I was petrified. I thought I had it down. We did it in the group. We did it over tape. We did it multiple times. But then when it was time to really record, all right, test me. All right, yeah. All right, go. I'm like, oh, I can't even catch it anymore. Man. What's going on? What's going on? But I ended up getting in. We ended up knocking out a couple tracks. But yeah,
Okay.
Bun B, Drake, that was definitely the first one. It was called Minneapolis Murderers.
Minneapolis Murderers, okay.
I remember that.
All right, yo, shout out to DJ Low checking in on IG Live. He said Lake Street Legend.
Appreciate that.
Yo, what up, man?
Yo, shout out to Tech saying what up. Tell Power Ranger what up.
What up,
Red
though?
Ranger Ralph. Shout out on we on live Facebook, and Ant Rice said that ain't Red Ranger in the damn studio. Getting a lot of love on here already, brother. Shout out to my man Archive.
Yeah. All right, so first session went down, and you got that under your belt. You know what I mean? So I'm sure like each session with everybody, like each session kind of builds a little more confidence, right?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
you're writing more songs, you're getting the hang of it. You remember your first live performance?
If I could think, like outside, like I went to Studio 4,
Okay.
so I mean, like they have a live performance every week, so that's like I'd say out of that because that's like in school.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly where, but I'd have to say probably like Red Sea or like Red Sea or some bar over in that area.
Okay.
But I'd probably say Red Sea.
I think a lot of people had their first performance at the Red
Shout out
Sea.
Big Homie AK.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So you start. Was your name Southsidecheiff way back then?
No, it was Lil
Chief.
Little Chief on
Shit.
the track.
Chief on the track.
That's the Chief on the track.
That's the joint I did with him.
Lil Chief on the track. Before that, I had a bunch of names. Like back in that group, I think I was like Kamikaze.
Yeah.
Then it went to like we all wanted to be Easy, so I went to Kamikaze to Big Easy.
Yeah.
Then after that, I just found Lil Chief on the track. Then up until recently, I just switched it to Southsidecheiff.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Where did Chief originate from? Like
That's
the
my
Chief
older
on the track?
brother's name.
Okay.
So I was technically like he actually during my whole Lil Chief on the track, he was incarcerated.
Okay.
So that was just like me being him, but like on the song.
Yeah,
like on
keeping
the
his
track.
name out here.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you were recording. You make beats as well?
I did. I used to.
Okay.
But then I started getting better with my rap, so then I was able to get producers to want to give me beats versus me just trying to use instrumentals. Then I'm like, fuck, I gotta figure this out, doing beats and stuff like that, and then it just turned over into. Once I didn't need beats anymore, I stopped making it.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to double back, and I can't find tempos. It's all bad.
Yeah, I tried to make beats one time in my life, and it was like the most.
So did I.
Oh, I couldn't do it. I'm like, yo, how do people sit here and like put these sounds together and make something sound dope? My shit was whack. I'm like, I'm not doing
My
this.
man, like the murder, tried to show me, and it was so easy to him. I'd be like, bro, I don't.
Yeah. All right. Who we got in here? We got a couple questions on IG Live. Shout out to Kaya Edwards from Care 11.
What up, Kaya?
She said, "What do you find yourself rapping about the most?"
What I find myself rapping about the most is real life experiences. That can be good, that can be bad. Just more things that I technically go through. Like if you listen to my song OMG on my album Lake Street Legend, that sum up most of my material that I make.
Okay. And then she has a second question. Where did you get your glasses?
At WMGUnited.com, $99.99.
There it is. All right, for sure. So we talked about where you were at, how you got started, and how you came up. How long were you in that group originally?
Probably like just for middle school.
Okay, so that was like not a thing. So you've been a solo artist pretty much your whole career.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay, all right. So solo artist, you've been moving around here, getting your buzz up. What in regards to like producers? You said you had producers that want to work with you. Like, who are the main ones that you've been working with?
Federal.
Okay.
His
Federal.
beats is crazy.
Crazy.
And then my guy Crucial K.
Crucial K.
Those two. And then up until recently I'd say Tri Bishop. But I know growing up, like maturing with music, it was definitely Federal and definitely Crucial K.
Okay.
For sure. I actually got a whole album with Federal beats called Incoming on all the platforms.
Okay. You guys make sure you go check that out. It's on all streaming platforms right now. Shout out to Homie Ronnie. He said, who would you love to work with? You have anybody like that you love to work with? Like who's on your bucket list?
Like mainstream or just local? Or
I guess just in general. You could do maybe like a mainstream artist and then locally who you haven't worked with yet that you like to.
Mainstream right now, I'd say Roddy Rich.
Okay.
Roddy Rich. And then locally probably like Taylor J.
Taylor J. Shout out Taylor J. He was on the podcast. He's definitely working out here, man. Shout out to Taylor. Okay. Yo, I definitely want to talk about OMG, the Oh My God song. Yeah. That's been your biggest record to date?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So talk about the creative process when you were making that. And who did that beat, by the way?
Panacho. He's a YouTube producer.
Okay, I heard Panacho before.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Okay. So when you first heard the beat, did you know it was something?
Yeah, I knew instantly. Like, oh yeah, this is gonna be one of them. But I actually had problems with my verse. That was the funny thing about it. Like, I wrote the chorus out.
Uh-huh.
That was almost easy, the chorus, and then I sent it to my guy Nick Trevay. He's out in California right now, but he's from South Minneapolis, stuff like that too. And he sent back his verse. Or actually, he didn't even send it back to me yet. He just like, oh man, I just did my verse. Woo, I'm about to send it to you. And then I'm like, oh okay. And that just kind of got me amped. Like, all right. He got it done. I'm like, send it. He's like, all right, I'm about to send it. And it's in that time of him sending it, I had just finished mine. But it's weird because if you listen to mine, it's like only 8 bars. Because I really had nothing for it at all. And then when I got to 8, it was like, there's nothing really I could say after this. Yeah. So I just dropped the chorus back in and put his verse from the first one back to the second one, and then we did it like that.
It works though.
Yeah, it works. That's a good thing about music. There's no rules. You know what I mean? You put how many bars you want down. It's a hot record. That's the record at the beginning of the podcast, right?
Yeah. And that's on all streaming platforms.
Yeah, y'all check that out.
So make sure to check that out.
Video out.
Sir.
Yeah. So you got to be. So you knew right away.
Yeah, I knew right away when I heard the beat. Just the way it dropped, it was just crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is up my alley for sure.
And what about the hook? Like, was it easy to come up with that hook? Did it just come to you? Or
it just came to me. Like, I was smoking some loud. And shit. Oh my God, that shit was turned out. Like, it was just a rap after that.
Yeah, the energy's crazy on that record.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Yeah, yo, shout out to Mizelle Hines. She says, talk about how you're in your own lane with your music and your merch.
Well, right now, I'm really reconstructing my lane. I've been learning a lot of stuff on YouTube and just all different ways of how to promote yourself in different facets and different areas, and it's crazy because right now it's like the era of information. There's just so much information coming in from everywhere. Yeah. You might not even be looking for information. It's just on your timeline. Like,
ain't that crazy?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So I just be trying to find different avenues of how to do that. Right now, I got my merch on WMGUnited.com. That's my website with everything. Not just for clothes, for all the stuff that I do besides music. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing with that. Is just trying to reconfigure how I'm gonna be moving forward.
Yeah.
On everything.
And I like how you brought up information age. I mean, there's really like, you should never make excuses, but especially this day and age, there's literally no excuse at all because anything you need to find out, YouTube or Google.
Period.
It's there.
Yo,
everything.
You can't argue no more.
Smartphone, man.
You just check in. I hate when people be like, nah, that came out in '94. Like, bro, hit your Google.
Right.
Let's see what it came out right now. Bet that. Right. You can't even bet that because kids could be sneak Googling. You know what I'm saying? I'll be on it right away, bro. Right away, if I need to know, I'm straight to Google. Period.
Definitely. All right, so you said you were smoking some loud. That's how you came with the Oh My God. What's your typical creative process when you're making songs?
Right now, well, not even right now. Just as of like this last year, I don't really try to just keep making songs anymore because that used to be my method of just I put out a mixtape with 50 songs on it. Like, I thought that was like the whole thing. You just keep putting out music, something's gonna stick. If it takes 1,000,000 songs to make it, I'm gonna make 1,000,000 songs then. That's what I'm gonna do. And then it just got real tiring and then frustrating. And then I just watched a couple interviews, like Fetty Wap, one of the interviews I watched of him just pushing Trap Queen for like 3 years.
Yeah, before it popped, right?
Yeah, before it really broke off and took off and all that type of stuff. And I'm just like, I could see that. And then what reconfirmed it is that dude, Sheck West, with that Mo Bamba.
Yeah.
He said the same thing. Like, people would just let this song go and then they'll just stop. Like, you don't just hit 1,000,000 views just by just random. And that's something else that I learned with this information is like, you don't just get on randomly. Like, it's not like you gonna put a song on SoundCloud and it take off. Like, people think like,
it's got to get pushed and heard by the right person.
Exactly. Like with
that same with what's his name? Baby Bash had that Sugar How You Get So Fly record for like 7 years before it hit 6 years or something.
Wow.
It's crazy. So it's like, just understanding that is just what I've been working on.
Okay. So is that kind of what your focus is now with the Oh My God record? You're gonna push that for a little while, put all your resources into that?
Yeah, even with like the stuff on my album, I'll probably do videos along the way just to still tie it back to the album. But like that song, that shit's just taking off way further. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I pushed it hella hard. I had to do a lot of promotion for that shit. Like a lot. I had to spam a lot of people.
Like, dope,
yeah, I had to do a lot. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's just been working, and it's like, why fix it if it ain't broken?
Yeah.
All right.
One thing that I want you to kind of, because we have a lot of artists that listen to the podcast,
right.
and I think it's very important, especially this day and age, with the social media being what it is, the main means of contacting people and putting music out there. You go very hard on the social media, very heavy with your posts, whether it's like even just like some of the comedy skits and stuff that you do to bring people into your world to see exactly what you're doing, and then oh, he's funny, but he does music too. Let me listen to this. What is this? Oh, he's got this. You know what I mean? So like, kind of talk about that, like the importance of like building that online presence.
I mean, it's real important. I mean, right now Cardi B is the face of needing a personality. Like, a personality gets you #1 in the Billboard. Even though it's also, like, money involved, because people don't realize, like, Cardi, she put $250,000 of her own money. She already had her fame from Instagram and Love and Hip Hop. She didn't, like, you know what I'm saying? She still...
That's Instagram.
Yeah, that Instagram is a monster. You can get... People's getting signed off Instagram.
Easy.
Like, if you got the following... That's really what people are buying now. They're not buying your music, they're buying your following. Like, and that's not even just to say anything about the people that's out, but like the Bad Barbie girl or whatever, like Atlantic Records is buying her following.
Oh, Bad Baby, yeah.
Yeah, like
right.
They're buying her following. They're not buying.
Period.
If they can just dangle this candy in front of y'all and just, okay, she got this song and this song and this song, all right, whatever. But people is monetizing everything that people is doing. So it's like, you're not even
That's
listening.
very important too. Like, the one advice I get from, like, I asked Sway when he comes in town from, Sway the Morning Show,
Right.
Peter Parker, Go Radio, DJ D Mill. These are legendary figures that monetize their career and live off of their love. The main thing they say to me is the young artists, because I manage artists and I ask for advice from these guys.
Right.
Social media presence.
Right.
Get them popping online, figure it out, but don't pay for plays type of shit. Get it organically, naturally, figure out the way, and that's important. And you do it, you're good at it, man.
It's real important. It's definitely something, and it's something that I'm also learning, because I only started doing like different little things on Instagram since like October, really since my album dropped in October, and I learned from just doing the stuff that I've been doing. I gained like 3,000 in 4 months, like followers just from just hitting Instagram every day with some different type of content. If that doesn't go crazy, post something else.
Would you say your extra follower, the new followers you got were from keep putting content up or from putting certain hashtags up? Because there's different ways to gain followers.
You can get stuff from hashtags, but
it's just staying consistent with the content.
Yeah, definitely staying consistent with the content, with the content, and then you definitely want to have good content as well.
Right.
If you watch a couple YouTube algorithms, like on what to post on Instagram, it'll spike everything.
Right.
Because you'll be like, where's everybody at? And then if you post something that like would do good on Instagram, because really Instagram, what it breaks down to is your personal World Star page.
Yeah.
That's what
That's a good way to put it. That's true.
They're literally coming to Instagram to watch World Star content. That's what people are on Instagram for.
Yeah.
So if you can make your World Star page the one, then you're gonna do real good on Instagram.
That's a good perspective.
I never looked at it that way, but that's
And I can see
completely accurate. That's true.
literally what they
like
go
from
on
wild
there.
parties to shit you
Everything.
see. Like I almost snapped and videotaped this fight this weekend, but I didn't because the homie in there asked me not to. But I was,
Put it on
yeah,
Instagram.
exactly.
It goes crazy.
I was right there with my phone out, but I was like, man, the
That's what they
homie
wanna
wouldn't probably
see.
want that.
You would have got some followers.
Definitely would have got some
That's
hashtags.
and that's what helps stuff go to the Explorer page. Like when you posting stuff on Instagram and you realize like, why is this picture not going crazy? And this one is. This type of stuff that they like is the type of stuff that they'll put on the Explorer page. Like, oh, they see people are commenting on this. They see people are sharing it to their story.
Right.
And then they'll be like, oh, this is the stuff that's going to keep people on Instagram longer. So then they'll post that to the Explorer page.
Yep.
Game, y'all.
Yeah.
Take notes.
Jewels, some jewelry. Kaya checking in on IG wants to know if you follow back.
Say Kaya,
Yeah, Kaya Edwards.
I'm going to follow back after this. If I
Alright.
haven't.
There it is. All right, so yo, like you said, going into the future, you're gonna be pushing. Oh my God, for a while here, because
Yeah.
you really want to get that. I mean, it hasn't even reached its full potential. It's not even.
No,
close
I
to
ain't
it,
reached the
you know?
ceiling.
Nice, you gotta keep pushing that. But are you still recording new music?
Yeah, I am. I mean, the way that I record, my whole record process is only rapping on beats that move me that second.
Okay.
Because if I go to, like, I can try to do stuff in different avenues and stuff like that. But if I'm trying to go that way, it doesn't really turn out, or it's not that it don't turn out good, because I don't record anything I don't like. Like, if I'm not feeling it, I just won't record it. Just
You never want to force it.
yeah, I never want to force it. So like, as soon as and I got an ear for certain things. So like, even if it's an R&B song or if it's a pump song or whatever kind of what it is, as long as it makes me move,
Yeah.
like it would if I heard it on the radio, then I'll record on it.
Okay.
The only time I would record like on something I don't want, or I mean not that I don't want, something I don't really like, would be like, well damn, I just set that up bad. But like if somebody sent me like a song and it's like, fuck it, I'ma just go ahead and do it.
Right.
You know, I ain't trying to say it like that, but that's the only time I'll force some.
Nah, that's
something
real
out.
though.
That's real though.
Sometimes people think they know what your sound is. Like I have producers all the time, like, yo, Wiz, let me send you some beats. And I used to
Yeah.
really, really, really be into like sampled heavy beats, East Coast sounding beats. That was my whole Mob Deep shit. You know what I mean? Just real raw samples. So every producer sends me that, and that's not what I like now. I like spacey, vibey shit now, and I can't
Right.
explain it. Real with heavy bass and less samples and original production. My whole shit changed, but they still send me them high pitched sample beat voices in the hook. You know, the Dipset beat maker shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
yeah, people think they know. That's one thing with the artist. Like, give the artist an opportunity or a chance to like have a choice. If you want to do a feature with an artist, I'd say send them 3 beats and have them all different BPMs and different even vibe, because that's the best way they're gonna be able to. Okay, this one I could do. This one, nah, that ain't me. This one's me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yo, what artists like inspire you? Do you listen to like different artists for inspiration?
Yeah. Well, my favorite artist is 50 Cent.
Okay.
If
Of
you
all
ask
time?
me,
Shout out to Curtis.
yeah, 50 definitely my favorite, and then
He's the biggest troll on IG.
yeah, I'm fucking with it.
Me too.
And
Me too.
Wayne to me is the best.
Okay.
That's my era. That's like Wayne's just the best, regardless of what's going on. Like what happened, he's still the best.
And that's arguable. Like,
Yeah.
you got a legitimate GOAT
Yeah,
conversation
like,
with Wayne.
seriously. And then like the hardest one would be like Gucci. Like I go to Gucci for straight bullshit. Like
Right.
that's my drive. Like Gucci, 50, and Wayne definitely some I can say I take something from all 3 of them.
So those are definitely your top 3 of all time.
Yeah,
Let's do a top 5. Who would be other 2 that would round out your top 5?
top 5 of right now though. Like
Ever,
Just
man.
ever.
ever.
Yeah, I mean if you got Wayne,
If you
If
got
I'm
three.
gonna do
We got
ever,
Wayne,
I think
50,
it's
and
gonna have to be
Gucci.
Pac and Biggie at the end.
Okay.
But if we're gonna say that's alive,
yeah.
I had to put Drake in there.
Yeah.
I can't just
Yeah.
skip the
So
obvious.
he's got Michael Jackson numbers, so
Yeah. Yeah.
real shit.
Drake's on fire. I mean, he's had like a
He's
10-year
got 5
run.
for 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on some Bill Belichick shit.
Exactly. So it's
On
like, I
Tom
can't
Brady.
just-
We were talking about that yesterday.
I can't act like that's not that. And then the 5th slot. I would say Post Malone. Well, he's not really a rapper though.
It don't matter.
He's
Though.
going
Music
hard
is
though.
inspiring music.
Like his music is
Yeah.
life. Like
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
That album, Beer Bonds and Bentley, is crazy from the beginning to the end.
So Nina's checking in. She said, "Why is there a Power Ranger on the couch? He's hanging out." It's
I'm one of the guys. You don't see no
Yeah.
Power Rangers. I'm one of the
It's
guys.
why.
I'm just kicking it.
Gotta watch the OMG video.
Yeah.
Music video. Find
Go
out
check
why
the
he's
video
here.
out. You'll find out why I'm here.
And Nina also wants to know how you feel about Kanye right now.
Kanye.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really him. Honestly, that's how I personally take it because all in all, regardless of what he's saying, I disagree with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna take it out like on him because he feels this way about this certain thing. I disagree with a lot of people on different stances. It's kind of weird because I was watching it live when he was like, George Bush doesn't care about black people.
I remember that.
But I
Me too.
was
Mike
watching
Myers was
that
shook.
live on TV. I was looking at my mom like, oh,
Yeah.
this is crazy.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, a lot of his moments I seen live, like even with Taylor Swift and all that, I seen that live. And like even with the music, like I'm not just gonna dish Kanye for that. Like it's not like R. Kelly where he did something. He's literally thinking this. So I'm not about to be like, oh, I can't mess with you because you think like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like R. Kelly, he's actually physically doing things.
Yo, that R. Kelly shit really got like people divided right now. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
You saw there was like a clash between his supporters and non-supporters. 'Cause I think his concert got canceled or something like that. Was that what it was?
Just it's
I
crazy.
don't think it's true anyway. So,
Yeah, that could be a whole nother podcast episode. Because there's some shit. But
That's the Ranger. We are separate entities.
yeah, I think
His views don't represent those of
I'm
Southside
gonna tell you
Chief.
this.
You know what I'm
I'm gonna tell you.
hey,
from
I'm
me,
not a
what up?
person that be really banging R. Kelly and really on his side, but from the allegations, I don't believe he did it. You know
Yo,
what I'm
shout out
saying?
Brady.
Yo,
He said,
but
oh my God.
He
the
did something. I mean, I saw the tape back in the day.
Yeah, I seen it too.
See, our generation
And I
never
knew,
seen it.
and
I saw
did.
the
I seen
tape.
the
It's
tape.
impossible
And I
for
knew it was him. When he sat down on the
Somebody
bench and looked
pulled
over
this
the camera. We knew that was R. That's R. I couldn't believe when people were saying, "Oh, it doesn't really look like him." I'm like, what do you mean? That was him.
That was him.
That was bald-headed R. Kelly. He sat down and looked at the video, and then the shit went down. My man said that R. Kelly's personally responsible. This isn't me. I'm not gonna put his name out there, but he said R. Kelly is personally responsible for all these people eating ass right now. Pause. But I'm just being real. And if you watch that video, you know what he's talking about. Yo, that video is raw, bro. If that dude did that shit, I have to mute R. Kelly. And he's my favorite. He was a top 5 favorite R&B artist of mine.
Y'all just don't shoot me for what I said about the other.
No. We don't shoot. Everyone got his opinion, and I learned that. But this definitely topic I've seen it divide people. Like people are getting unfollowed.
It's like OJ.
Yeah, I know, I seen that too.
The
Yeah.
whole social media is going crazy.
Shout out Nina. She said, "Well, then thank you, R. Kelly." Okay, Nina. Okay.
Right.
Hello there.
Hello there, Nina. Yo, all right. So let's keep moving. All right. So OMG's out. So you're working on new music still.
Yes.
What are we looking at for 2019?
2019. Honestly, my biggest goal right now is to try to find a way to get on Soundset some way.
Okay.
Like that's always like if I don't care if any Minnesota artist, y'all can feel however y'all want about Soundset, but y'all know that's like the pinnacle of
I think
being
you're on
an
your way,
episode
bro.
artist.
You got to
Yeah.
just keep your foot on the neck.
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. You
That's
just have to
like
keep
the
pushing, man.
biggest-
You just gotta keep pushing. I mean, like we talked about the social media aspect, but that's so important, and you have that down. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
your presence on social media is strong. Just keep growing your following. Keep doing what you're doing. I think it's working.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Let me ask you this. I always like to get perspective because, like I said, a lot of young artists listen to the podcast. If there's a young Southside Chief sitting there listening to this podcast right now, and he's trying to get in the game and do his thing, would you give him any advice, like what he could do to really get started?
Definitely, I would say if you ain't got beats, go on YouTube. Don't feel ashamed about having to do that.
For sure.
Find a way to employ yourself in every asset that you need. If you need a engineer, figure out how to do that. I had Studio 4, but hey, still gotta learn it. Regardless of the tools that's placed in front of you, So definitely figure out how to engineer, figure out how to make yourself sound good, figure out how to promote yourself, figure out how to do videos. You got to figure out how to perform. You definitely need to figure out how to perform, because if you can't perform and you're trying to do music, people aren't going to be able to connect with you.
No.
Right.
Like, it only goes so far when it's digital, but when you're right in front of somebody's face and they're seeing, like, you trying to get me to buy this?
Right.
Like, no. So you got to definitely have stage presence. You want to, let me see. Yeah, those probably the most important things I'd say
Okay.
for anybody that's trying to
Bars,
do this
though.
music.
That's
Oh,
real
yeah.
bars.
Yeah, and you
Be
want to have bars,
self-sufficient.
though.
You want to what? What was the last
You
one?
want to have bars, too.
Yes.
Can't just be just doing this others.
Even though these
Others.
days I feel like bars aren't as important as they once were.
They aren't, but the people
That depends on who you ask.
Well,
yeah, that's true.
I mean, if you look at the overall scape of music, though, they're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's not important, but to the people that you'll gain a whole nother respect from people that are the upper echelon of this music game.
And the artists like Drake and J. Cole and Kendrick and
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
yeah,
a
they're
gang
still
more.
spitting.
They spit bars and they get their money and respect and their legacy's built off of bars.
The top of the
content.
game got bars.
But you're right. I'm not arguing.
No,
with you.
no,
You
no,
work, You work for the radio. I know. I have to switch the channels. I hear the same song. If I hear the same song within 20 minutes, the channel's got to go. And I do it all the time. And I'm not discrediting. I understand the game of radio, so that's the thing. But, you know, I don't want to hear Drake 17 times. I love Drake. His music's good.
But that's what the people want. Of
course.
You know what I mean? You're gonna
It'll be
fight.
Drake, and then it'll be so-and-so featuring Drake, and then it'll be an old Drake.
That's what they used to be with Lil Wayne. Everything.
His royalty checks got to be crazy.
Yo, it was funny, you know, when
Especially
Drake
now
canceled,
with the splits,
canceled
streaming.
he canceled his tour here like 3 times.
Yeah.
So people were like, well, y'all should ban Drake like you ban Lil Wayne. Don't play Drake. And we're like, what do you want us to play then?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
You
for
on
real,
everything.
like Drake's on everything. He's running the game right now. All right, yo, shout out to Kaylee. She says she wants your sunglasses.
WMGUnited.com.
There it is. Go get you some. Northside Cinderella said you're out here grinding. Good support. Thanks for sharing your vision.
Thank you, no problem. Thanks
Kaya
for
Edwards
listening.
says she wants to hear Drake 17 times. All right, yo, you want to have some sneaker talk with him?
Yo, Chief, man, I'm a sneakerhead. I see you out here. You got some, what are them, some Dion's?
I believe so.
Yeah.
These are these are Dion's.
What's your favorite sneaker if you gotta go to, like, if you gotta lace up and
Oh, you see my flip flops.
you gotta lace up and get on stage and go stun on someone? What's your go-to? Do you have a go-to?
The classic Air Force Ones, all white, low top.
See, there you
Okay.
go. And those
Never
are
go wrong.
those are legendary,
Classic.
groundbreaking.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, classic.
I'm an Air Max head. I just caught my first pair of Air Maxes from 2019 the other day.
Uh-oh.
Just spurred a
What
moment. I was
color?
just some kind of the same color as these, gray
I
and blue.
got the same ones.
Gray and blues,
and
but
I
not
got
these.
some ones that like,
These just got sweater material. These are the 95s. Something
yeah, I got
basic.
some
They
with
just
some
match what
sweater
I'm wearing.
material that brown, and they
But
got
I
like
got
a leopard
these-
print on the bottom stripe.
I
with
got
the
these
white
blue,
bottoms.
these blue and gray Air Max 1s. And I was walking through the mall, and I'm going to give you guys a little tip. Sneakerheads or people that ain't sneakerheads. So I was
Flow
walking
kid,
through the
what up?
mall. I walk into a couple stores. I like to check them all out, but I get into Champs, and I pull up my phone because Champs be sending me coupons. And I went on there and I had a $30 off coupon only online. Right? So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to see if I can finesse the
Finesse,
situation. So
right.
dude comes up, can I get your help? I was like, well, I was thinking about grabbing these, but this coupon works, right? I know the coupon's not supposed to work.
Right.
When dude's like, it's online, but I got you. 9 times out of 10, man, if you closed mouth don't get fed, you can definitely get discounts on sneakers at the mall. You
You
gotta
want that
pull
commission.
moves. You gotta act like you know what you're doing.
Right.
So I got the little $120 joints for $90. I felt good
yeah.
about my purchase. First pair of 2019.
Yeah, definitely.
All of them.
We're gonna get on some more sneaker talk this year too on the podcast.
Yes, sir.
I might start a sub series, a side series.
Well, if you do that, man, make sure I'm gonna bring through a bag for you.
Okay.
I'm a
Gonna
sneakerhead.
Yeah.
I got a bag for you. I'll bring something through.
Now we will. We're gonna get that involved too here soon.
Definitely. Well, yo, Southside Chief, like I said, man, I see the movement out here. I see you working. Salute to you, bro. Keep going. You know what I mean? You're on your way. Thanks for stopping through today. You know what I mean? And No doubt, man.
Definitely. Appreciate you having me.
Thanks, y'all.
Yo, one more time, let everybody know where they can stay in touch with your movement.
Man, y'all can follow me everywhere and anywhere at Southside Cheiff. I spelled it like that. Don't come at me. Don't at me about none of that. On Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, Snapchat, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal. These I gotta switch hands again. Amazon Music, Google Play, everywhere.
He's out here.
It's on everything. Anything digital. Any app. All apps.
There it is.
All apps.
Alright, yo, appreciate all the love. Everybody checking in on the IG. And yeah, we out, man. Episode 68 featuring Southsidecheiff. Peace.
Peace.
Yo.
I just made a play, nigga, oh my god. This bitch I seen the other day, nigga, oh my god. Southside, East Lake, nigga, that's the squad. Thought could beat, I was tryna beat the odds. I just made a play, nigga, oh my god. This bitch I seen the other day, nigga, oh my god. Southside, East Lake, nigga, that's the squad. Thought could beat, I was tryna